Hello, everybody. What's up? Welcome to Tales from Virtual Tabletop. This is our second session of our second ever campaign of Moss and Metal.
It's our third session.
Yippee!
It's the
third session.
Third session.
It's our third session. It's our third session. It's number 3. Fuck off. Get away from there. You get away from there. Don't you touch that. I'm editing it right now. You get away from my script. I'm doing it.
Okay.
But hi, everybody. What's up? How's it going? I'm Howlett. You can call me Howie. My pronouns are they/them. And I am the dungeon master of this here crew of misfits. And now we're going to throw it to Knave.
Hello, I'm TheTalkativeKnave. I play Calix the Minotaur. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing here.
Pronouns.
Oh, he, him, they, them.
Mari!
Yes, hello, I'm Mari. Hello, I'm magicmarionette. You can also just call me Mari. I'm a weird bat. I go by they, them. And I will be playing Mykie, who is currently a little injured.
A bit, yeah.
Change.
Grum!
I'm Grumlarkin. I'm a hobgoblin. Don't worry about the rest of it. I go by they, them, and I'm playing Will, who is a regular guy. Just a regular, ordinary guy with no special anything.
Normal man, Will.
Normal man.
Excellent.
Will
Guy
Norman.
average. Tiki!
Hello, I am Tiki Bunny, French Angora rabbit, she, her. I play Ashe. Oh, I did it right this time. Hell yeah. Also she, her.
Yeah! Fuck yeah, dude. Good job. You did the thing! Randall!
Hello, I'm Randi or Miracosm. You can find me online as either of those. I can talk. She, any pronouns, and I'll be playing Wizard Barbie, Rori. Also she,
Yeah.
she, her.
Wizard Barbie.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And that just leaves Maddie.
Hello, everyone. I am MadilynnTheAlchemist. They, she, sometimes she, they. It depends. And I am playing Greta, she, her, and you're watching Tales from the Virtual Tabletop. Yay!
Whoopee! Glorious. Excellent. So, before we jump into tonight's session, we do have a couple of announcements. As a reminder, all of our VODs are currently caught up, and new episode VODs, which means tonight's episode, will be posted on our YouTube channel every Saturday. So please subscribe to Tales from the Virtual Tabletop. All of it over there. Just type Tales from Virtual Tabletop. We're the only one. You'll be able to find us. It's so cool.
Yeah.
We do have some cast announcements, starting with Mari.
Hello. As I've mentioned every other stream, hi, I'm chronically ill and I'm poor. I am taking commissions to draw your Blorbos today, and I'm offering a new service on my VGen while I pause everything else to catch up. And I'm doing skeb commissions. If nobody knows what skeb commissions are, it's basically you give me a reference of what you want me to draw, and I just surprise you with whatever I come up with for it, with like no direction. If that is something you're interested in, you could go to my page in my about section. My commission should be linked, or I could just put it in chat. Finger
Yeah.
guns.
Hell yeah.
Boom!
Thank
Glorious. That we can hop over to Randi.
Hello, I'm also available to commission. You can find my Ko-fi with all the information on how to commission me at Miracosm Art on Ko-fi.
Excellent, glorious, good. Please go give 2 artists money, and by give I mean pay them to work for they work for you. They work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Today. Maddie, what you got going on?
Hi, everybody. Do you like games? Of course you do. You're here. You love games. Tomorrow I am running a Transformers game with a bunch of VTuber friends. It's going to be fun. It's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern. A lot of stuff has happened. They're about to fight a god, possibly, maybe. It'll be
Cool.
It'll be amazing. It'll be so cool. 2 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. I run a lot of games. I'm pretty much switching over to TTRPG content mostly. So, if you like me here, you check me out there.
Dope. Excellent. I don't think we have anything else, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
All right. Well, then without further ado, let us jump into tonight's tale from the virtual tabletop. Countless waterways flow through the war-torn realm of Lori. Many misplaced and misbegotten things can be found in the southeastern riverlands where our journey begins. This is a story of hope and fear. Of ambition and failure. Of what came before and what must now come after. This is a story of moss and metal. We're the off tank.
And we're back.
Hit it!
All right. Last time, the Meyer Syndicate took us at crossbow point onto ships. They took us to a sunken ruin deep in a swamp they called the Seething Mire. We were taken into cramped cells filled with water. Sat there for a few hours, far too long to be cramped in a small space with only a tiny meal to tide us over. Then, out of the shadows, a large lizard folk called Avarice, the one that had led taking us captive, had a proposition for us that seemed too simple and too grand to be true. If we agreed to be entertainment for the people of the mire, and we succeeded in killing a few beasts, we could get our things and leave. He seemed much too proud for this to be a lie. However, it seemed too convenient. Greta, with her hunter's spirit, seemed confident in our abilities. Finally, Avarice gave us some time to discuss our stance on this issue. That's when Ashe, the 23-year-old woman, found some broken pottery, with plans to use them as a weapon. Then Rori, the fancy lady without pockets, sent her talking raven Simon to look around the makeshift prison. Simon discovered another person across a cell, who was revealed to be from the previous caravan named Avi. Then Mykie, the creepy bird person, cast a strange magical spell suddenly. I don't know what it did. After which, the sassy healer Will entrusted us that with the truth that he can cast magic and has some sort of patron. I don't know what that means. I sat back and I listened as they all tried to formulate a plan. But I knew the fates held our destiny, and all we had to do was walk towards it. Not before too long, Avarice returned to hear our response. As we agreed, he took Avi away to meet a different fate. Avarice then allowed us to put our combat gear on and prepare to fight these powerful beasts. That's when we had to watch Avi enter the arena, get struck down by an arrow, falling on the ground. We presumed he was dead. Once the crowd quieted down, it was our turn. Although I was ready to die, the others around me are far too young and shan't perish here. We entered the arena and found ourselves face to face with two giant alligators. I ran in to get their attention, the attention of both of those creatures, allowing Greta to plant an arrow into one of them. Will made his move, but nothing really happened. And then Mykie manifested a small undead snapping turtle. The alligators didn't seem to like what was happening, and so they started chomping at me. Ashe climbed up on my shoulder and just started blasting away. Before we knew it, And in an instant, a crossbow bolt flew out of the stand on Avarice's command and it hit Mykie. I attempted to fight back against the beasts, but with little success. Will finally landed some sort of magical lance, and Mykie stepped up and cast some creepy, wispy spell again. The alligator that had my shield crumpled it in its mouth and threw it away. Giving Ashe the opportunity to lay down some suppressive cover before climbing up to our stuff. Once up at that stuff, little did we know, Ashe started to devise a crazy plan, leaving the rest of us to carry on the fight, which is when Greta hit a perfect shot. One of the alligators took off away from me and seemed to beeline towards Mykie. With a crossbow bolt in their shoulders still, they were mauled to death, or at least it looked like it. Mykie's limp body fell at the feet of Will, who immediately brought her back to consciousness. That was when Avi just started shouting, so I guess he wasn't dead. Told us that there was an escape, and as he screamed that the ground was not sound. Will yelled at us to cave in the ground, and that's when Ashe's plan took full form. He dropped to the bottom of the pole and stuffed something down, and in a few moments a giant explosion changed everything. A giant hole opened up, and Ashe, Mykie, and Will fell into it with Avi. Ashe was now lifeless, floating in the water, as an alligator held me on the edge. I pulled it into the hole and crushed it to death, and was followed by Greta and Rori, jumping into the hole as we heard shouts of avarice and those in the mire, with frustration of their show being blown to pieces.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
Very, very good. Excellent.
Beautiful.
So yes, bringing it back in, we find ourselves. Oh, it doesn't automatically stop the last one. There we go.
It does.
You
if
find
they're
yourselves.
on scenes.
Got it. You find yourselves at the bottom of this large hole. Thankfully, the base of which is filled with dark swamp water. At the moment, Ashe is fully unconscious. Several of you are injured. You hear the angry droning from the crowds above, along with the familiar voice of Avarice, who snaps and snarls and says, "Nobody beats my game! Get down there! Dumb." How would you like to proceed?
I have
Will, you have the initiative. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have Ashe in hand. That's what I talked about doing the last. I scooped
Got
her
you.
up. So
You're right,
I'm
you
holding
totally
her
do.
in my big hand.
You totally do.
Immediately moving to cast a heal spell on Ashe.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I need to move? Yeah.
Yeah, this is mostly for.
Turn. It's currently not your turn. It's still the Gator's turn.
It's the Gator's turn. You're right. My
Yeah,
bad.
it's the Gator's
Sorry.
turn, yep. It's all good.
Yep. There you go. Oh, you.
And then we just cast my second heal of the day.
Let's go.
Hey, DM.
As a reminder, yes, it is. Yeah. What's up?
Can you move the party token into the hole because chat cannot see?
Oh, check it. I see the hole.
no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys can't see hole. My bad. Can I move there? Yes, I can. No. Look, get in there.
There's a
How do I
little
get it in there?
button on the side that says "Move through walls" on your little
The
actions
side of what?
bar on the left-hand side where your little actions are.
Okay.
One of
Move
those.
through walls.
Yeah. So click that, and then you can move tokens.
Block
through.
hotbar. Mute volume. Main menu.
Or you could just drag a new one into the hole, a new token.
I'm just gonna drag a new one into the hole. I don't see the thing
That's
you're
fine.
talking
I'll
about.
show you
Sorry.
later.
Here we
It's
go.
okay.
Boop.
Cool. Now we see.
Excellent. I'm gonna get rid of this and come in here and grab this and move to the side. There we go. All right. So sorry to interrupt your turn, Will.
All good. Just gonna, hustle through the water and put some good healing on Ashe. That is 15 points.
Excellent.
I applied it.
Glorious.
Good.
You are now conscious again. So, to give you just a general understanding of your surroundings, now that your immediate task is finished, looking around, you find yourselves in the base of this hole. There does appear to be a narrow kind of dilapidated cavern tunnel that sort of pushes off to the side. Though it is partially collapsed, you can see as though it seems to widen out a bit further in. Though, of course, it is covered with moss and mildew and things of that nature. The scent of old soil, swamp water, and blood hangs heavy and thick in the air as you can hear armed men starting to shuffle out from what you imagine to be the seats, beginning to try and descend to reach you. And that brings us to, technically, Mari. Mari?
Oh, sorry. I muted my mic.
No worries,
no.
buddy.
Would you say that these crowd of guys are
They are
about
out of
15?
sight.
Okay.
They are out of sight and way more than 15 feet away. These guys,
Okay.
this is a coming, effectively what we are here is we are on the cusp of you either being captured or you needing to run.
Okay.
If you would like to run, you have one option. If you would like to stay and fight, you could stay and fight and prepare. That is up to you.
I am going to cast shield on myself,
Okay.
I think.
One action, you call forth a spectral shield to protect you.
Yeah. Also, Tiki, were you still in a dying condition? Okay. I was like, I could cast stabilize, but if you're okay.
Nope, the gator lives.
I got it.
Okay.
I got a couple more in the tank.
All right.
Not here, Tiki.
Yeah, I'm
Stay
just
sorry.
that's all I can do. All other spells, so I'm just gonna cast shield and wait until my next turn to
Okay.
cast something. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to. Sorry, just trying to get the roller coaster to move. Rory.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having trouble visualizing in the hole. What do we see in the hole?
Yeah. So in the hole right now, you guys, most of you are up to, the average person is up to about like chest height in water. It is swimmable deep for Ashe and like knee deep for our Minotaur companion. The cave itself kind of widens out beyond this hole, and there are what appears to be like portions of dilapidated tunnels and caverns that kind of push deeper away from this space, off to the side, kind of further into either a series of tunnels or a ruin. You're not entirely certain.
Cool. Okay. Rory is all of 5 foot nothing. So
Oh, yeah.
having a little trouble in the water, but I'm just gonna make sure that I've grabbed my belongings and start pushing towards the tunnels.
Okay, yeah. Easy enough. It just takes an action to collect your things out of the water and an action to get up out of the water. If you would like to get into the space, you're relatively small. Go ahead and make me either a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do. Acrobatics.
Okay.
And I've got Simon. I'm just gonna double check where Simon ended up.
Simon had kind of followed you into the tunnel, and now that you're on dry land, has like flapped onto your shoulder.
Great.
Kind of looking around very quickly, and says, "Oh, I do not think we should stay here."
Could not agree more. I'm just gonna wait for
with
everyone to get out.
Yeah. With an 11 acrobatics, you begin to squeeze into the space, kind of meandering and shifting in, kind of making enough room for other people to follow if they so wish.
Does the space look... Sorry, I know those are all my actions. I had to squeeze through. Does the space look traversable for Cal?
It does look so Cal is a very large figure. Cal would not have the option of acrobatics in this space.
Okay.
It is partially like collapsed and dilapidated. It doesn't necessarily look solid, so you get the impression that like either somebody very forceful or somebody big like Cal
Might be able
would
to force
have
through
to
the debris.
force their way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, with whatever movement I have left from my action, I'm just going to make sure that I'm clear of the space if he chooses to do
Absolutely
that.
fair. Totally fair.
That's
The rest
my
of you
turn.
watch as Rori collects her things and begins to kind of slip away into one of these tunnels, bringing us to Ashe. Ashe, you wake up. There's a ringing in your ears. You feel some of
my
your more
God.
severe wounds close, and you are currently in the arms of a large minotaur.
Okay, yeah, Ashe awakes with that big ol' gasp. And her hands kind of shoot out to the sides. Like, whoa, what the fuck? And I guess since we're in combat, I'd technically
Technically, you're in
extra-
initiative, not combat.
Well, not yeah. Yeah, I say action to get my bearings. Ashe is going to double check that she has her shit.
Mm-hmm.
And by like doing the thing, like you're checking for your wallet, you start tapping all over your body.
Mm-hmm.
While also realizing that she is currently in Calix's arms, and sort of just like looks at Will and is like, "Holy fucking shit! Thank you. I was so stupid. I'm probably gonna do it again." And she is going to stay with Calix, and
Okay.
that's my turn.
Yeah. Would you like to look around for your gun?
Oh, I would.
Yeah, you did.
No,
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
Because you did technically fall unconscious whenever you fell into the hole, so you
Yeah.
would have dropped your weapon. So let's just as a friendly reminder, you drop things when you're unconscious.
I did already like drop it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like onto
Well,
Calix.
It was like
Ah,
tucked into Calix.
Right.
his
That's
armor.
smart. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You did do that. My bad. Well, then
I'll
we'll
still
say
roll
with just
it,
a
just
12
to-
perception check. It's absolutely still tucked in with Calix. Thank
Hey,
you for
fuck.
reminding me.
Yeah. Can I grab it to make sure I actually have it
Yeah.
on my person?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Pick up.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You do so. Nothing else you want to do on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. That brings us to Cal.
So I have Ashe in one hand. I'm gonna scoop up as much stuff as I can, like as my stuff and anybody else's stuff I can grab,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna just 2-action run towards where.
Yeah, roll me a d4. Just to see how much stuff you managed to just grab. Because you're not being thorough, right? You got like 6 seconds. So let's just see how
Yeah.
many bags you can grab. So you grab your bag and Ash's bag, which actually
Perfect.
works out.
Perfect. So I grab both of them, and then I just 30 feet in one direction towards wherever Rori went.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, unless you have like a specific intention, because you're about to have to kind of barrel through this narrow space. Technically, you could have on your turn, but you didn't do so previously.
Okay, I have a question. If
Sure.
I do this, just with my little bit of wisdom that I have, will it crumble?
I mean, hard to say. Go ahead if you would like to take an action to like make a perception check and observe the space. You can.
How far away is it?
It for you, it's like you're basically right on the edge of the pool. So it's like 20 feet away.
Okay.
You
If I-
did also see Rori kind of like vanish back behind there.
Yeah. If I do the action, I can't make it there.
Oh, that's right, because you have a lower thing.
Yeah. So
Well, it's your
sorry, I'm
call.
trying
What's-
to think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. What's Cal's gut say?
Gut says that I will crumble the hole. So I'm gonna be like, Ashe, I'm sorry, but I'm going to throw you towards Rori, and then I'm going to chuck Ashe in that direction.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
make me. I feel like this is an athletics check.
Sure.
So go ahead, make an athletics check to hurl the kobold.
First time
gonna
we're
get
gonna do
thrown
the
like a
fastball
football.
special.
Let's go.
Oof.
Yeah, 22. Absolutely. You cock back. Ashe, do me a solid. Make me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay.
15. Okay, you do have the wherewithal as you are being thrown through the air at a ludicrous speed to kind of like narrow your body and make sure you can fit in between this space.
Oh, fuck.
Rori, you hear, oh fuck, and then instantly a small Krakillian style kobold comes flying through the other side of the gap, kind of skidding to a
God.
halt on her belly.
Oh man.
But Ashe, you are in the other side of the tunnel, and I will tell you and Roy what you see at the start of your next turn.
Cool. And then for my final action, I'm just gonna be like, everyone head there, and I'm gonna scoop up Avi because I'm assuming he's pretty hurt still from taking a bolt.
Oh,
and not
Avi.
being healed. Whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Avi,
good.
yeah.
I thought you said Abby, and I was like, "Who's Abby?"
Abby's been here the whole entire time, Rory.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking
You
about?
don't know fan favorite character Abby?
Sorry, don't know her.
Like, you just ignore her all the time. It's really weird.
Wow.
Well, if she were
You
interesting,
really
I
are
would
a
know
mean
her.
girl.
No.
Rory's a Heather.
You go to reach up Avi, and Avi is just like, yeah, okay, sure, and just kind of like
Hold
climbs
on.
up. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Excellent. Greta, you're up with Will on deck.
All right. I'm seeing seeing Rory, who I dragged into the hole, dive towards some tunnels. Ashe being thrown towards the tunnels. I guess I'm going to try to grab my stuff and then head towards Rory.
Okay, sure. You're in the back end of the tunnel, so you will be able to, or back end of the hole. So you'll be able to grab your stuff. What's your movement speed?
There's Shabur. 25.
25? Okay, yeah, you should be able to do that with a full 3 actions. So go ahead and make me either an athletics or an acrobatics, your choice.
Ooh. Acrobatics is better. I say as I roll and knowing what Foundry's like. Wow.
Okay, with an 11, that is just enough to be able to squeeze through.
Okay.
You manage to kind of collect your things, push past the rest of the group, and slide into this space, meeting up with Rory and Nash.
Okay.
Okay. Up next, that brings us to Will. Well, technically it brings us to the gator, but the gator is staying up above and is not going to jump down into this hole.
All right.
Yeah.
Is my stuff anywhere nearby?
Yeah, it's within, I would say it's within 5 to 10 feet.
All right. I'll take a move to snatch that up, and then whatever Cal is doing to try and like break through to get us out of here, that's what I want to help do.
Currently, Cal
And/or-
is cradling a late middle-aged man in his arms, and
I will
does
say I
not-
strongly
yeah.
implied that I'm gonna bull rush into a wall.
okay, yeah, he is strongly
When I was
inclined.
like,
He's gonna bull
everybody
rush
get
into
on
a
the other
wall.
side of that.
Yeah. So, what would
If
you
I
like?
can do anything
How would you
to
like to help?
assist that process?
I
guess.
What do you got?
I mean, I got some athletic skill, but that's about it.
Okay. Oh, I mean, you gotta tell me how you're gonna help the Minotaur bull rush
Alright.
this thing here. Like, paint me a picture. What do we got?
Got anything red?
It's just loose rocks.
Yeah, it's like it's like partially loose rubble, debris. You imagine it could be like fairly easily dug out if you guys had time, but you don't have time.
I guess I'd give some sort of like pep talk. I guess. Shit, I don't know what the fuck I'd. All right.
Get on my back.
Oh, what?
Get on my back and help push
Get
me
on your
through.
back.
Yeah.
All right. I guess an athletics check then to hop onto your back.
I'll tell you what. Yeah,
I'll
I'll tell you what. It's an athletics check. We'll make this an athletics check, and if you beat a DC 20, which I know is very difficult for you, if you beat a DC 20, I will let that give a +1 status of aid to Calix, just because he will be inspired that you believe in him.
Okay.
Doesn't love Minotaur.
That is not quite enough. Damn.
Yeah, that is not quite enough, but it is more than enough to be able to climb and secure yourself on Cal's back.
All right.
All right, you got one action left. Anything else?
If I'm hopping onto his back, I'm just gonna. All right. Gotta go balls out on that one.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to Mykie. Rori has bolted. Ashe has been hurled. The lads look like they're about to storm the castle. What would you like to do? Oh, Greta is also gone.
They're just gonna look around and be like, "Yeah, all right. C'est la vie, I guess." And collect their things and
Sure.
follow Rori into the tunnel.
Sick. Yeah, make me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay.
That is, when I say this, just enough.
Oh god, okay.
You push into the space, kind of pressing against the stone. You feel for a second your wings kind of catch against some of the rubble in the top, and there's a brief moment of panic as you feel things kind of start to collapse on top of you. But you manage to like swiftly tuck in and pull yourself to the other side.
Okay.
You are good.
Yay.
All right. So that brings us to Rori, Ashe, and we'll say just the rest of you who are on the other side for the moment. Looking around, you see that the kind of muddy stone begins to give way to like partial pathways. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Gordy got loud.
Oh,
Surprised me.
No worries. You see that the stone, the carved stone begins to kind of give way into almost like worked stone, as though this were, rather than like just a naturally formed tunnel, this is instead like perhaps a pathway or some sort of passage that has like just fallen into decay and ruin. But it does seem relatively less difficult to move deeper in. Yeah, that is what you see, though it is pitch dark.
Okay. Quick question. Now that we're in the space, it is pitch dark. I will use my first action to cast light because I can't fucking see.
Okay.
Oh, I guess 2 actions to do that. Then I guess with my third action, can I just look around, do a perception check? We fell through the floor, which looked manufactured, into a hole. Does this space look traversed? Is there like a path that looks like they've been coming in and out?
Sure. Go ahead and make me that perception check. Honestly, it's hard to say.
Bummer.
Everything's wet and gross, and even with the light that your orbs are casting at the moment, it's unfortunately just very difficult to like be able to read like which footprints are new and if there were any old footprints in here.
Can I re-roll with my hero point?
You can absolutely use your hero point if you would like.
Cool. Not much better.
Second verse, same as the first, I'm afraid.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's my turn.
Fair enough. All right, but hey, you guys have light now, which is great. Ashe, there's a mote of light that kind of sparks up around you, and allowing you to see the scene as previously described. What would you like to do?
Well, so after being literally fucking punted.
Hey, I didn't punt. I threw.
Oh, you're
Perfect spiral.
Chucked. After
Yeah,
being
great form.
chucked And landing, skidding, to stop on her little belly, I'm gonna spend an action to stand up, so I'm no longer prone and off guard.
Smart.
And I would like to. Oh, that doesn't do anything for me. Young shit. I would also like to have a look around for any sort of like way we can move through the tunnels without, I don't know, them collapsing and crushing us.
Sure. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make me a perception check unless you have like a specific skill or anything you would like to utilize.
I don't believe that I do.
Totally fair.
Boop.
Roll me that die. 25. Not bad at all. So looking over the space itself, you're pretty confident that this portion, at least for the next 7,500 feet or so, this seems pretty solid. You don't think you're in any immediate dangers of cave-ins. It's mostly just the kind of the mouth, quote unquote, of this passageway that you guys had to squeeze through that seems like it's taken the most damage. If you actually, with a 25, I would say, like, looking at that and then kind of picturing it all in your head, it seems like at one point there was something that caused a massive amount of damage to, like, the under layers of this ruin that you guys are in. That is what that hole kind of created and kind of interrupted a bunch of passageways beneath. But the rest seem to be pretty functional.
Okay. How long does it take to craft and place a snare?
That's a great question.
Some sort
do you
of
have
trap.
I do have snare crafter?
crafting.
You do? Okay. So what does that say?
It just says that I can use the craft activity create snares. When I select this feat, I added the formulas of 4 common first level snares to your formula book. And my thoughts were I could create maybe a really shitty version of the caltrop.
Do you have any snares on you?
On me? I don't believe I do. I don't think I selected those for today.
Okay, I don't think technically you can create a snare unless I'm wrong. Randy, feel free to jump in.
So there's a feat called Quick Snares that allows you to place snares as actions, but otherwise it takes 10 minutes or more to place a snare.
Oh, okay, awesome. I know what I'm investing in. All right.
Sorry, 1 minute or more to place a snare.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, snares are kind of like prep time stuff. And since you also don't have any, you'd have to make it, and that would take time too. I'm gonna go ahead and say no for this instance.
Okay. I don't really know, actually. Yeah, no, I don't really know what else I can do here. Yeah, that's it for my turn, I guess.
All right, you're in a holding pattern. Totally fair. Cal, you have Avi in your arms, Will on your back. There is all of your other companions have managed to squeeze through this entrance. What would you like to do?
There's nobody's stuff left in the water. There's no stuff left in the water.
No, it does not appear to be.
Great. 3 actions, full charge, running through that small space as hard as I can.
Fuck yeah. Make me an athletics check.
So metal.
Intentionally harder than it needs to be.
Okay.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Is that a failure?
That is technically a failure.
Okay, I'm going to bump it to a success with my hero point.
Fuck yeah.
So with the goal of like causing it to come down a little bit so that it's harder to follow us.
I will say, so you getting through this is only going to take 2 actions. If you would like to make another athletics check on your other side to try and like damage it to stop people from following you, that would just be another athletics check, and I'd absolutely allow that.
Cool.
Roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll it, and then we'll describe how badass this is about to look.
Ugh.
19. Okay. Yeah. So you lower your head and describe your charge.
So with Avi in arms, I'm gonna like cradle like a baby, or a football rather, and then
Mhm.
yeah, Will on the shoulder. I kind of drop the shoulder that Will is not on, so I lead with it and protect Will with my high shoulder, and I just charge through all of the rocks as quickly as possible, and then I turn on my hooves and I kind of just take my free arm and I reach up to the ceiling and I just punch it as hard as I can as I run through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Those of you on the other side of the cave, you watch as this massive mountain of an old bull comes charging forward, slams into the stone, freeing a bunch of the rubble and forcing his way through with your other two companions. You feel the space around you kind of shudder and shift as he reaches back a large hand, gripping into some of the other debris with a gauntlet and forcing it down, partially collapsing the entrance to this space, trapping you inside, but also slowing down those who are probably going to be seeking you out soon.
And then once I hit that stop, I'm going to turn and be like, we need to get out of here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way ahead of you.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I have tiny legs. Can someone carry me?
Yep, get on.
Yay!
And with that, we will leave combat. I believe. How do I do that?
Fuck.
You just go to the combat
And encounter.
cabin. Yeah.
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 We're free.
What do you mean? No, do not give XP. We don't do combat XP here.
Oh shoot.
Aw.
No.
We can change
I'm
that. I'll show you how to
never gonna
change
hit
that
level 3.
later.
I'm just deleting all the XP. Sorry, gamers.
No.
Not all the
For
XP.
you.
No.
Howie hates us.
We don't do
Maybe
XP
at
here.
session 10 we'll get level 3.
Welcome to session 50.
Wow, jeez. Okay, so
Whoa.
Hello?
you kind of turned. That's not supposed to be there. That's funny.
Hello, traveler.
Oopsie.
You've come a long way in your journey.
Let me
Would you
let
like
me,
a
let
shop?
me let me briefly get rid of that. There we go.
Take a look.
My bad. Oops, it's in a book. Reading Rainbow. So you guys turn and get a better look at the structure around you. It does appear to be age-old work stone. The space itself is partially flooded. You can hear above you like the distant commotion of bandits and things starting to kind of collect weaponry and make their way actually into the arena about now. If you had to guess, you would say you have a handful of minutes on them at the moment. How would you like to proceed?
I'm gonna turn to Greta.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Are you okay? I just mean like you're a survivalist, so maybe do you know what direction we should head in?
Need to get my bearings, but yeah, I can try to figure out which direction we should go in.
Does anybody know how to cover like tracks?
Rori's just gonna look at you like you're crazy.
Well, obviously not. You don't even have pockets.
I mean, to be fair,
Whoa.
no offense.
we're in the water right now.
Yes, true.
We are in the
yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would I want to roll to sort of get my bearings and see if I could figure out a good direction to go in?
That would most definitely be a survival check, but I will also say at the moment there is only two directions, and technically only one, because you collapsed the other direction.
Oh, well then let's go.
Oh, okay. You
I
just
still wanna
got to
get my
these tunnels, so I thought they were
Yes.
offshoots.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry. There
That's-
will be offshoots in the further down. That's my bad. I apologize.
I would
Currently
still-
singular tunnel.
I would still like to roll a survival just to sort of be like,
Yeah, to help
on
navigate
guard.
the space.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll it for me. Don't forget to tell chat what you got.
That is a 24.
Very nice. Yeah. So you kind of take point and begin to kind of wade through. Right now, fortunately, the water's like fairly low. It's about like ankle deep or so. You're trudging through. It slows you down a little bit. But on the upside, it does also slow down those individuals who are going to be chasing you. You make it down this long hallway and kind of turn and weave, and then you find yourself at a kind of a widening of the corridor. This looks to be like a abandoned antechamber almost. It's not the biggest, but it is large enough and out of sight to where you can take a second to regroup, catch your breath, and kind of get your bearings. With that 24 in survival, noting the stonework and the kind of degradation of what little wood remains in this like partially flooded space, you imagine that odds are nobody's been down here, including the bandits, in quite some time. There's not there. The air is a bit stale, as though it's not often like it's not a very open-aired space. There's no signs of anyone like leaving things behind or disturbing anything in this space in particular. So hopefully the bandits may be just as new to this terrain as you are, but that's still just a hopefully.
Right. So I would like to say that, like, well, it looks like they haven't been down here in a really long time. That kind of gives us a little bit of advantage, but we should still be careful.
Yeah, I also agree, and would very humbly request to be let down, please.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb off of Cal's back. Now that we're
Ashe, you're more than welcome. Just stay.
I don't know if careful is gonna be a thing that we can do, but
yeah, we gotta. Unfortunately, we gotta keep moving. They're coming for us. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine. I was just saying, I am shockingly, actually, surprisingly not good at swimming. So I'm just gonna get she kind of pats Cal on the shoulder and gets kind of adjusts herself and sits on Cal's shoulder. So don't let me fall.
rotating passenger ship. Cal's.
That's very funny.
I will do my best to not let you fall into water.
I trust you for the most part. All right.
Sorry I threw you.
It's
practical in the moment.
No, I am honestly throwable size, so it's understandable. Just a heads up next time.
Everyone here but me is throwable size if we want to get into classifications. Different. Anyway.
I don't care to be classified by that.
I personally am not very aerodynamic.
Everybody says that.
Anyway.
While this conversation's happening, can I have just done a quick inventory of my things? Mostly because I have my backpack, but then I have a small oilskin pouch, and that's the thing that I most.
Yes. Your oilskin pouch is fine.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'll pull out some of my cartography stuff and try to just take notes about our route so that we don't end up accidentally doubling back at any point.
Okay, sure. As you do that, as you're kind of like collecting your things and pulling out your cartography stuff, Avi sort of pats himself and glances around and says, did not anticipate that whole leading here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of drawing a blank at this point, sort of played it by ear, So what should we do?
Go forward.
Is there only one path?
Structure?
Yeah.
Am I familiar? I mean, I saw it a little bit from outside, but it just looked like a big old sunken ruin thing. I mean, it was big.
All right.
And he kind of like perks up a little bit and like glances around, and like, there could be some pretty good, like loots down here, maybe.
That is our last concern. We need to get out of here.
Right now,
Yeah.
We can come back to that later
you know,
when we're
I mean,
not
yeah.
running for our lives.
You know, possibly. Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, like you know,
If
if,
it's on the way out.
if we happen to see,
Yeah.
you know, a little goodie or something. Just that's you
No.
know that's it. That's all.
No,
I do love goodies.
we're not
with,
looters.
with that in mind. With
You
that
hear
in
down the
mind,
hall
DM.
as they're working on
Oh,
the
shit.
entrance.
Yeah. Let's get
Oh,
out.
yeah, we
Technically,
gotta go,
Cal,
we
we
gotta
are
go.
looters because we're working
well,
with
we're-
the sifters, who are looters.
Well, hold on. What was Mari? Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say with
No,
that
no,
in
no,
mind.
don't apologize.
With that in mind, DM, can I have an active perception on if I see anything shiny to grab it?
Okay, so normally I would say yes. So that is that actually brings a very good question about travel rules up, which would be scouting to like do a perception and look around for stuff. However, we are, as those noises perhaps indicated, about to enter what I'm calling a soft chase scene.
Okay.
As you are about to be being pursued, this is effectively what is about to happen. Is you guys are going to have to navigate through this space as quickly as you can. There are going to be 4 checks. You get to choose. No one person can go more than once. You get to choose what ability you use, but you have to make a case for it. You have to tell me what you're doing, how you're helping navigate. And for every success you get, that increases the amount of time you have in between the Meyer Syndicate and you kind of encountering one another.
Okay. Alright.
So with that
that's
in
fine.
mind, who would like to take point?
I can.
Gonna be honest, I would normally say that, but my shield's a little broken. So I'm gonna be a little less effective than normal, but I will go first just in case anything happens. Or should I stay in the back in case they catch up to us? I'm not sure.
I think I'm more concerned about them catching up.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
We should
would
probably
be
be in the
better.
back.
Yeah, if you stayed in the back.
Plus, Ash pulls out another one of those little like glowing rounds, and it kind of sparks with a bit of electricity. I got this, and this and water don't get along. So if they come through, they're getting shocked to shit.
Well, just be careful because we're also in the water.
Fuck. Yeah, we don't want to repeat. Okay. Well, okay, we should get moving.
Yeah. I can go ahead if Cal wants to take up the rear and watch our back.
I will do that.
Your stone's beginning to shift down that hall.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I think Greta should
let's
take
go.
point. Yep.
All right, Greta, you're on point.
Yes.
You are attempting to navigate through this sort of pseudo maze of dark hallways.
Yes.
What are you attempting to do to help kind of keep your party ahead of the individuals chasing you?
Well, I could make a case for survival again, just to sort of like
Make a case.
navigate through. I'm trying to make a case.
Yeah, good to do it. What you got?
So just sort of like taking even though more of my expertise is out in the woods and everything like that, I probably had to go through a ruin on my way to where to the town where I ended up. So I want to try using survival to see like if I notice anything like creatures or things, trying to just everybody come through this way, look for this, look at that rock
Okay.
might be a little loose or something.
Okay,
Look,
sure, yeah.
there's hooks right there. We should avoid those.
All right, yeah. Yeah, all right, that sounds good. Go ahead and make me a survival check. Let's see.
That is 17.
Okay, a 17 is a normal success. So as you begin to kind of push through, the first thing you encounter is the floor kind of sinking a bit. You realize that there is a stairwell that is kind of going lower, so that leaves the rest of you kind of swimming briefly in this section of hall. But because of this deeper section, Greta, you actually do take notice of what appeared to be like a couple of small kind of algae feeding fish that are navigating in this space, just kind of swimming around in the area, which does indicate to you that there is algae, there is growth down here. And judging by how they kind of swim down a hallway, kind of fleeing from you in a direction, you kind of choose to follow. And eventually it does lead to kind of this mossy bank of sorts where the stairs kind of raise back up and you guys are able to get out of the water and back into another space where you're moving deeper in.
Thank goodness.
Who would like to go next?
Out of the water.
I will. As we're... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
As we're walking through these halls, I want to try and study the stonework for any hint of like architecture, or if I could place the time period that this might have been built in, so that I could think about schematically what direction would be most likely to find an exit route, or see if I can glean any information about the type of ruin that we're in, so that I can anticipate layout.
Okay,
I'm
I
pitching
like
for either society or transportation lore.
We're gonna go with society. I think transportation lore is a little too niche for this particular instance.
Cool.
But yeah, I like what you're pitching. That's interesting. Go ahead.
Natural 20.
Oh, that counts as a double success, baby.
Yeah.
So, you looking this over, this stonework, at first you're freaking out a little bit, right? It's in this dark space. The stones, you don't recognize them. The area, like you didn't even really like get a good look at the ruin from the outside. How are you supposed to be able to interpret like what the hell you're doing here? What you're supposed to be doing here? But then you notice something in the archway that Greta kind of like leads you to, right? This moss covered space where the stairs come up. The archway itself is carved, and in the carving itself, there is remnants. It's too faded to really read, but it looks very similar to Old Lori, which is the proto-language of Lorian. So if that is the case, then this would have to be something that was either largely focused, largely housed humans, or some sort of space meant to be navigated by a lot of people who spoke the common tongue. And with that in mind, you begin to kind of watch the walls as you move, and eventually you do catch sight of a repeating pattern that's kind of been carved into some of the stones in the halls that indicates they're like directional markers. You're not the what they're leading to doesn't really register to you, because unfortunately the stone here has just been so weathered and worn down. But you are able to use those to navigate into down a couple more hallways, deeper into a space that it should be either a location of some importance or potentially an exit. It's something. It definitely gets you deeper, and you don't hit any dead ends.
Hell yeah. I explain all that stuff to the group.
Ooh.
Excellent. So that is technically 3 successes. You have 2 more rolls. Who would like to go?
I'll take a crack.
Yeah.
Going
it
through
could be
here,
anybody.
I guess the only thing I really have that would be of advantage here would be either like stealth or just a straight perception run.
Your call.
I'm gonna go with perception. I'm gonna see if there's any sort of odd pathways, traps, that sort of thing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead and make me that perception check. That is a failure.
Can I
You
use
do
my
have-
hero point
You
to
can
bump that to a success? I will do that.
Bump it to a
then.
success? Absolutely, yeah. So as you begin to take over, kind of helping Rori, as the stones kind of stop having those markers, they begin to fade away more and more as the wear and tear goes. You pick up on a pattern that kind of connects a lot of the openings of this space. There are some that are kind of reinforced with kind of this denser, darker stone, and others that aren't. And the pathways that Rori has been leading you guys down have all had that same kind of archway, that kind of dark stone archway. And even though the markings kind of vanish, you do manage to kind of indicate where a few more of those archways go, allowing you to stay on this path in this direction. What's more, with that successful perception, you do begin to get like a faint, it's hard to say, like this sort of gritty, acrid scent in the air. You can't quite place it, but it's a little different. It's like the scent of the space is changing, as though you're either moving into some different kind of terrain, or perhaps you're about to leave the boggier parts of the water. The water's been around your ankles for about 15 minutes or so now, so it's not unlikely you may be coming up on like a raised space.
Oh, we might be changing elevation then. All right. Okay. With that, yeah. Huh. All right. Hopefully the air gets a little bit fresher, because
yeah, it does not smell great down here.
Yeah.
It's not good. So that leaves you guys with one more check. Technically, you have 4 successes. Who would like to go?
Is it possible for me to like help people by like lifting them up or pushing them through the water as we make our way out of it? And like offer assistance to those as they traverse?
So normally this would be more about navigation, but given the rounds of successes and kind of the markers that the rest of the group have kind of been able to identify and find, I would say yes. Because if you guys continue to follow those previous markers, then you helping them through some of the more like physically rigorous sections that would overall increase your speed. Yeah, go for it.
Is that an athletics roll?
Absolutely.
Just want to make sure.
That is a critical success, bringing you guys to a total of 5 on this 4-time check. God damn. So, as you kind of help people past this space, you find that the path that you have been following is partially collapsed on one of the sides. And for a moment, you're excited. You think, oh, maybe because now the stonework is gone, we can get, we might be able to like break out. We might be able to get free. But unfortunately, it seems like this space is still at least somewhat covered by soil and terrain. So instead, what you wind up doing is helping individuals, kind of shifting this large boulder out of the way, helping your smaller companions get through as you squeeze into this kind of larger, more open space. Instead of this narrow stone hallway, instead you find yourself in this kind of wide, dark chamber. Around you at the immediate glance, there is this vast kind of stone wall in front of you, and what appears to be a kind of partially crumbled, partially collapsed stone pedestal in the chamber of this room. The room itself is fairly large. It looks to be like roughly 50 feet by 50 feet. There is moss that kind of hangs heavy from the ceilings. You hear the drip of water and condensation as it slowly trickles down this aged stone. And you are left here in this space.
Is that a pedestal?
Looks like it.
Well, nothing ever good happens with a pedestal in the middle of the room. We need to get out of here.
I mean, okay.
All right.
Okay. Should we turn around?
No.
Oh. I'm confused.
Yeah, was there Dan, is there another exit to the room, or is just this a dead end that we found?
Would you like, so this room is fairly large. If you would like to like inspect it for more detail, you can make a perception check if you so wish.
But
there is no obvious exit.
With the
I would like to do
pedestal
that.
in the room,
Mhm.
can I
Mhm.
check? Can I do an Arcana check to see if this room had magical or religion, to see if it had religious content, like, or maybe society? I'm trying to figure out what the room might have been used for.
Could
Yeah. I'll tell you what. If you would like to make one of those 3 checks, you absolutely can.
I do a thievery check on the pedestal to see if it's trapped?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
15 society check.
All right. 15 society check.
24 thievery.
Damn. God damn. So let's
Should
see.
be proud.
He's so proud.
Womp womp.
And then anybody else? Would anybody else like to do anything while we're here?
I did a perception check. I didn't.
I'll do a perception as well, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
can I do a perception check to look for shinies?
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going to think for 6 seconds about religion and realize that I was a terrible study. And then I'm going to turn around and watch the door.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah.
That's
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. We will go. Let's go through these one by one. Greta, you begin to kind of like fan out, checking out the flora to see if maybe you can find a gap in any of this stone, a space where you can move through, perhaps like squeeze in, or another like partially collapsed chamber. But as you begin to look, nothing really comes up. It doesn't seem like there's an immediately readily available space to get out of. That brings us to Rori. Looking at this thing, it looks like this pedestal it looks more like something maybe like used to engage or like activate something. You've seen similar setups to this in a way, where there is, there's a some sort of like ignition or control space pushed away from a more complicated arcane device or something of that nature. You're not entirely sure what it's for, but Ashe, as you're looking this over, this mechanism does have what appears to be a lockout to it. If attempted to trigger, if attempting to activate it without the right either like item or key or piece, whatever it kind of requires to actually like engage, there is some sort of mechanism that is here to like is meant to go off. You're not entirely sure what it does, but it looks pretty complicated for sure.
Looks pretty deadly. Don't touch the pedestal, guys.
Could be. Will, looking around with your perception, which by the way, you and Mykie both were great perceptions, by the way. Fucking insane. You kind of focus on this large stone wall. Looking it over, there's like a faint design pattern left to it, and there's this sort of like slight crumbling of stone in some places, but by and large, it's holding up pretty good. Which, like, sure, yeah, there are vines and moss and greenery kind of growing over it in spots, but overall, things are holding up pretty well, which is pretty surprising considering like the level of degradation in the rest of this space. But as you kind of step in and look a little closer, you do see some etchings in the stone. They're badly faded. They're in a language you don't speak. But there is some kind of writing here. And then for you, Mykie, as you're, rummaging around, looking for shinies, looking for good bits, looking for good bobs, you don't find anything particularly great, unfortunately. However, you do find like some tattered remnants of what looks to be like maybe at one point it's like scrapped leather that looks as though it had been dyed, and like pieces of like heavily molded like fractions of parchment, things like that. It looks as though like maybe there was some writing here, some books or something. But I will say you also rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit.
Nice.
And with that, you do feel a very low thrumming in your bag. Just a very gentle thrum. And that is all the information. Do with it as you will, gamers.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can I peek over to the thing that Will saw and see if I can recognize the language on it?
Will hasn't told you anything yet.
I definitely tell people I haven't found
What
anything.
the hell? What the hell is this?
What is what?
Hey, any of you archivists?
Sometimes.
I'm going to
All
scuttle
right,
over.
There's a language over here. It's definitely, it's words. It's a message. I have no idea what it is.
I'm so glad you can recognize Scry's words. I'm so proud.
My ears are still ringing from earlier. I'm surprised I can make heads or tails of anything right now.
Ashe holds up 2 thumbs up.
Also, thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Mari, Mykie and
I'll go look at
Rori.
it too. Yeah.
Yeah, the two of you go up, which is very funny because the two complete opposite aesthetic characters, kind of come up this staircase. Fucking Mykie scuttling over, and Rori, sort of try with as dignified as anybody who's been in a half-flooded chamber for most of the day can be. The two of you make your way up to this large wall. Mykie, you look it over. It's not a language you recognize, unfortunately. However, Rori, this is something you recognize. It's badly faded. You cannot see the complete message, but it is written in ancient arcanic. It is a message that says there is kind of a faded word, and then the word that roughly translates to sphere, another kind of missing space, the word ahead, a missing space, place proof of, and then a series of missing spaces, and then the pedestal.
All right, can you say it one more time?
Yes. The words you have are gap, sphere, gap, ahead, gap, place, proof of, gap, the pedestal.
Okay.
I'm gonna just gently run my fingers over the shapes and let everyone know that it's ancient arcanic, and then just read it off to them.
Oh, wow.
The pedestal. DM.
Yes.
Ashe, I have
Yes.
the Tinker background, and
Uh-huh.
Ashe really likes to take shit apart and find out how it works. Could I make an engineer? And I have could I make an engineering lore check to see if I can try to discern a way to trick the pedestal?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, go ahead. I don't see why not. Let's see if you can come up with something.
Is it a flat 20, or do I have to? I forgot to add my engineering lore onto my page.
It's the proficiency plus your intelligence.
Yeah. So yeah, here we can add it to you.
So if
we
you're
can add it to you real quick.
trained, it would be +2
Yes.
plus your level plus your intelligence, which
Yeah,
should
so
be
you
a
can just
4 plus whatever your intelligence is.
So for trained, it's a +6. And
So
then
you
my
should just-
intelligence to 8.
Yeah. So you should. Well, no. Like I'm looking at it right now, and it says on your sheet, trained. Your intelligence is a +2, and your trained bonus would be a +4. So you'd have a +6.
Okay.
And I've put engineering lore in the list of your skills.
Yippee!
So you should just be able to click that die.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Oh, that's a 25,
God
baby.
damn, that is a 25.
Nice.
Natural
Hell yeah.
19. So as Rori and Mykie kind of move over to this door, or to this like large wall, you scuttle over back to this space, and coupled with the understanding of like the mechanisms and stuff you got with your thievery check, looking this thing over. Okay. This is annoying, because on the one hand, you are pretty confident you could, in theory, trick this thing, but you're missing some information. The information you do have is, one, this pedestal employs both like mechanical understanding and magical comprehension. So there is a arcane element to this pedestal. That is the big question mark. You're not sure what kind of arcane signature it wants. But if you could figure it out, or if you pretty much if you could figure it out or find more information about it, maybe you could trick it. But the big hurdle for you be that you aren't inherently magical, so you would have to find a way to produce that same magical signature. But you think, yeah, you could probably do it if you did all those things.
Man, I feel like something terrible would happen if we present the wrong magical signature.
Oh, for sure. You're like, if you,
we'll probably
this thing is really complicated and really precise. So it'd be bad. It'd probably be bad if you fucked it up.
Hey, so Rory, you said something about a sphere.
Yes, that's what the writing here says.
Something spherical. Okay, so sphere placed upon the pedestal for proof. So the pedestal could be tricked, but it's also magic. And you're the one who went to school for magic.
Yes.
Do you think there might be anything you could discern? And she kind of waves her hands around and like a thing at the pedestal.
Well,
yes.
Just based off of everything about this, I would assume it's some kind of arcane lock of some kind, so we need the right key, but I guess I could look at the pedestal to see if I could discern what that would be.
If you're able to, can you detect like old, like any mat? Oh no, this place hasn't been used in years. Fuck.
Well, I mean, if it's still magically active, I know how to craft magic items, so it shouldn't be too difficult to discern.
If it's still magically active, do you think you could maybe figure out what kind of thing we can? And she kind of makes shapes a box with her hands, make a thing to put on top of the thing, but don't actually put the thing on top of the thing, because this could probably kill us all.
It's possible. I guess it depends on how powerful a thing it needs, but it might be easier to bypass the need for a thing altogether. I don't know. I need to look at it. I'll walk over to the pedestal.
Check?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Arcana, or I have crafting, and I do have magical crafting, so I don't know which of those.
I honestly, both of them are applicable. They would both get you different information. So honestly, whichever you would prefer.
Great. I'll just do the Arcana check then.
Okay.
It's going bad. I rolled
It's not good.
a natural 2 for a 10.
I mean, looking it over, this is old magic. It's also utilizing like engineering, which is weird. Like any self-respecting like arcanist would never do that. That's weird. That doesn't make sense. Why are they doing that? That kind of muddies the whole waters.
This is not how we build things now.
You're looking around and it's just very frustrating. Like there's not even like an indentation for like where like a sphere would even sit. That doesn't make any sense. There's just like this kind of like weird little cracked space in the middle that's like I don't know, like maybe like a chunk of something, or maybe like a chunk of it was like pulled out. It's hard to tell.
Sorry, it's just too old. Could spend more time on it, I guess, but I don't know yet.
I don't think we have too much time to spend on it though, because we can't just like stay in here and hope they don't come in this room.
Right, but I think we can't turn back necessarily, and this might open the wall, is what I'm thinking.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Oh, yeah.
Just real quick.
I'm listening for the people that are following us.
Super fair. Thank you. Thank you for that perception check as well.
I don't think Greta knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
that is super valid.
I think
yeah.
Will, looking at this wall, is probably trying to figure out if there's some way to like crack it open without setting something else off.
Okay. Would you like to? Is there any kind of check in particular you would like to make for that?
I'm trying to figure out like what would be a relevant.
I mean, technically, it'd be like thievery.
I'll do a thievery, yeah.
Yeah, you can do a thievery.
Yeah. Not well.
The 12.
But, yeah.
I mean, honestly, like if these are doors, like what Rori just said, then they're big fuck ass stone doors, which means that alone
we need
hard as
something
hell.
stronger than what we got in terms of explosives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they're magic stone doors, nah.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that.
That's a big question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm better with problems I can punch.
Valid.
That's my line.
Aren't you a healer?
That's a new development in my life. I'm going to be honest with you.
Wait, so you have like no experience healing? Is that what you just said?
I have training in basic sort of medical work in the field, and I have, again, there's an entity that is giving me some sort of support. I don't know how to explain that one.
I mean, clearly you're, like some sort of divine practitioner, right? Like you healed the kobold's wounds.
Yeah, but that's I ask and she answers. You know?
Can you like do normal? Like, can you bandage us up?
Yeah.
Could you do that? Like, half of us are bleeding. Like, they're coming.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you look at my face right now? Like,
I was shot in.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that.
I was shot in the shoulder with an arrow.
Face.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
let's
If
get
you want to
you
start a
all,
healing line, for sure.
Yeah. Let's do. I even have a full healer's kit.
Oh yeah, excellent.
This will be. So here's the thing. It's 10 minutes per thing, though.
Yeah.
So like,
well, you've spent. I will say, I will be a generous god. The amount of time you spent in here, you could do one person, and then I imagine for the next role play amount of time we're having, you could do another person. So you could do up to
I'm
2
gonna
people.
Start with the person that got double teamed by crocodiles.
Valid.
Val.
I mean,
Excellent.
No, don't.
Avi's probably not doing great. Can I pass Avi my healing potion?
Ooh. Yeah, you absolutely can. And Avi will
do that then.
for sure
Yeah.
drink that shit.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind just rolling it in chat.
Well, hold on. Not necessarily me first. Mykie, how are you looking?
Thank you. It's pretty fragile.
I'm okay for now, I think. I'm at 17 out of 22, so I'm probably
okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Not super pleased, but you're not like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also now doing much better. Thank you very much, Will.
Yeah. No problem.
Guess in terms of
We're
ratio,
I gotta do a treat injury check. Hang on.
Yeah, you
That's
got chewed
medicine.
on by alligators. You should definitely be healed.
Let's get you some treat injury if we can.
Yeah, but like in terms of statistics, I still have.
That's one away from a crit success.
It's a.
Damn.
Let me go back to.
Roll that delicious
Is it
healing.
gonna show me? Let me treat wounds. Come on. Yeah.
Treat those wounds. Treat
It
those
doesn't give me
wounds.
there's no button for treating wounds. Hang on.
I think it's an action.
It's a little weird.
Yeah,
Is it an
on
action?
your action tabs, if it's not already on there, you can add it.
Yeah, you just go
Yeah.
to browse and then you can search it.
Yep.
Fair enough. While you're doing that,
Never thought to do that.
OMG.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Would Ashe have heard about could Ashe have heard about any sort of puzzles or puzzle like trap? Anything sort of similar to this from her dad's and uncle?
I mean, from them, no, absolutely not. But you can make a society check if you're like racking your brain for anything similar. Also, while you're doing that, Mari, what you doing, buddy?
Man, there's not really much I can do right now.
That's totally fair. Where are you hanging out?
Probably next to Rori.
There we go. That's the tree
cool.
wounds.
Hanging out. Yeah, hanging out next to Rori by the pedestal. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Above table. Was there something
Yeah.
thrumming in Mikey's bag? Is that a thing?
There was, and Mykie just said that they're by the pedestal. So now we get to get to that
Oh boy.
right now.
Oh no.
I was gonna wait until after the check, but we could just do it now.
Okay.
Mykie, as you kind of wander your way, please take your healing. By the way, Calix, you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you wander your way over to the pedestal, while Ashe and Rori are kind of racking their brains on how to deal with this thing, you kind of saddle up alongside Rori, and that kind of faint thrumming that's been at your back sort of picks up a little bit. And then there's this kind of very soft doom, doom, that sort of a dull ding that kind of rings out through the space as very suddenly light emits from the pedestal and flickers on torches as the etchings on the wall kind of slowly glow to life.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh,
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
What did you do?
Guys, what's happening?
Which one of you magic fuckers did something?
Hands are up. Hands are up.
There is a slow kind of grinding of stone as the pedestal slowly kind of shifts. It had been facing directly towards the large wall and the staircase, and now it kind of turns to the right where Mykie is and kind of stops in that space as if looking at you.
They grumble something in French and like dig into their bag and pull out a strange crystal that's been making noises in their bag, and they're gonna look and just stare at it and go, all right, what?
What is that?
What the?
Mykie has produced from their bag what appears to be just some sort of like strange crystal, maybe? It's hard to say. It's hard to make out. It's a very like complicated mass. At first glance, it looks like maybe it might just be like a gemstone of some kind, but looking upon like further inspection, it's made more metallic, like some sort of alloy maybe. Whatever it is, it's very difficult to identify. Rori, you of course recognize this this stone because you were there whenever Mykie took it.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Interesting.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just doing a favor for the dead.
I'd be a little worried about it because the pedestal moved, and you got this noisy little rock in your hand.
Well, it's none
And
of
now the
your
room's
concern.
glowing.
It's going to be attacking me if it wants to.
Oh,
Attacking?
This is a
What?
pretty complex
Well, hold
mechanism.
on.
It could kill us all.
We don't know yet what it is. Let's not panic. Very interesting, though.
I'm a little panicked.
We should
Bobby
stand
says from
back
all
and-
the way back by the door.
Stand back and put it on the pedestal.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Ash takes many steps back.
He just rolls their eyes it's like you guys are afraid of like the dead or something. If you promise
No.
something for them, they obviously want to do something for you. That's just how it works.
I'm afraid of being dead. Personally.
Like, magic is unpredictable, and I'm just worried about what's gonna happen.
It's not unpredictable.
Oh, sure. Whatever you say.
Well, it's definitely predictable. You just have to have all the information, which we don't hear, which
Mykie-
is why we should stand back a bit.
Mykie shrugs and just puts the crystal on the pedestal where it wants to go to.
As you reach out with the crystal, there is like a faint kind of as the crystal is pulled from your hand
pull
into
out my
that
axe.
kind of
I
like
pull out my
cracked
axe.
slot in the pedestal and kind of sinks in. There's a flare of pale blue light.
Oh, hell no.
A faint kind of rumble. You feel the space around you kind of shift and shudder. Dust and clumps of foliage falling from the ceiling above as a slow as behind you the door opens.
Ooh.
Ash's jaw is on the fucking floor. Oh.
Okay.
Well, shit, you're right.
Should
I
they
would
roll their
never-
eye? They roll their
I
eyes
would
and
Never
just like
doubt you
I
again,
told.
Mikey.
It's like
Hey, what
I'm
the
the undead expert. I told you to trust me.
How the fuck is the door undead? I don't understand. What the fuck?
That is a very
I
good
Oh,
question.
no, it's magic.
I got
I'll be
soul
stone.
of the gem.
wanders over.
Okay.
I got a stone from a creepy spirit that was in a tree, and it you know kind of went into me and talked to me.
What did it
it's
say?
What?
It's a thing I do. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And they
No,
just
no, wait,
walk
hold on,
through the
time out,
door.
time out, time out. What did it say? What did it
No,
say? Hold on.
let's all go through the door. Let's all go through the door.
Like he just goes through the door.
I go to the door. Go through the
While we
door.
move.
Good
Rory,
enough explanation for me.
did we
Out.
get that
It is
crystal?
it is roughly at this point, actually, as that kind of rumbling is heard with the door opening. Cal, sorry, I kept trying to call you Knave. Cal, you do hear kind of wading up from the water in the distance down the hall. There is like noise there as though people are approaching.
From where we came.
Yeah, from where you came.
Yep. Can we snag
Rory,
the
can we grab that
crystal? Yeah, from the pedestal to get through, or is it going to close the door?
I don't know. You got to pull it to figure it out.
All right, I'm going to yoink and book it.
Okay, you're gonna yoink the
uppies.
crystal and book it.
Yep.
Yep. As you pull it, there is a slow rumble again as the door does slowly begin to close. I would like athletics checks from, let's see, Mykie, you were already going through the door, so I'm
Yep.
not going to make you do one. But we're going to say everybody else. Everybody else, just make me an athletics check
Fair enough,
as the
fair
door
enough.
begins to
Alrighty.
slowly shut.
Could be acrobatics, maybe.
Hooray.
Can you figure out a way to make running really, really fast acrobatic?
Leave it
My
on.
shoes
Oh,
are
19.
fashion over function.
Can I bump that to a success, please?
You absolutely can bump that to a success.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so looking at this, let me see.
So that's a no on the acrobatics.
That is a no on the acrobatics. I'm so sorry.
Not going to go well for me.
6.
Oh.
All right. Oof, that's rough. So, everybody who rolled below a 10, which is unfortunately Rori, has failed. I will say, just putting it out there, you can give people your good boy point.
Well, can I use a spell?
Well, if Rori
would you like to use a spell? What do you got?
Well, I will friendly push myself, which propels me 10 feet in a straight line.
Okay, excellent. I love this. So that's so cool. That is, yes, you can. So here is what happens. The sound of the Meyer Syndicate kind of making their way up through the water can be heard. You hear the shouting of Avarice down the hallway. All of you kind of turn and book it, just sprinting for this doorway as Rori pulls the key from the pedestal and it begins to slowly close. One stone after another. Rori, you turn and begin to run. You hear from the opposite end of the hall as Avarice and a handful of Meyer Syndicate bandits begin to run across the space trying to catch you, shouting all the while. You make it up to the second level of the stairs before your heel kind of slips on moss, the heel itself kind of snapping, and glancing over your shoulder, you already see the large crocodilian form at the base of the stairs, not but 20 feet away, as you conjure your arcane push and send yourself sliding forward as Avarice lets out a snarl. The doors... The last things you hear is, I'm gonna...
What did he say?
Okay.
Mike didn't pick it up. What did he say?
Huh?
He's gonna what us?
He's gonna find you.
Oh, okay. All we heard was,
okay.
I'm gonna...
There's
And then the mic
There's
cut
a
off.
the mic cut off. I'm gonna fuck you. No.
What it sounded like. I was like,
Oh no,
no.
Mr. Big Alligator Man, please don't. I declare.
Vern's just gonna sit kind of dazed in front of the closed door for a second. That was very close.
You can hear the muffled shouting and like the clank of probably tools and weapons on the other side of this stone wall. You are not concerned. It does not feel like there's not so much as a shift or a creak or anything.
Right, just to be doubly sure, I'm gonna cast lock on the wall.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. What does that look like?
Just gonna push my hand on it and just start whispering in Elven under my breath, and then my hand will kind of glow, kind of an iridescent shimmer, and then it looks like arcane runes kind of trace across the wall.
Excellent. As you do that, the rest of you kind of get your bearings, turn around, and there is a faint pale blue glow that emanates from the chamber.
Okay.
A eerie kind of dense smoke or fog kind of hangs near the base of the floor, and kind of faint pale blue motes of arcane light seem to drift through the air like dust or fireflies. And this is where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Okay.
We got to take a break. We got to take
Okay,
a break.
fine.
We gotta
Great.
take a break. We gotta take a break.
We got to
It's
take a
okay.
break.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Since I passed the check, because you said 10 and up, can I get my good waypoint back? Because it was to bump it to a success.
Oh,
but
yes,
I had already
absolutely. Sorry.
succeeded.
Yeah, you
Actually,
succeeded. You're good. You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
GM, I have a question. We start
Yeah.
with one hero point?
Yeah, you always start with one hero point.
Okay, we always start with one hero point.
Yeah, you always start with one. By the way, speaking of that, actually, at the halftime, we're going to go ahead and give out some extra good boy points. Specifically, we're going to give one to Ashe for your delightful finagling of all of the devices and your creative thinking, as well as to Knave for hucking the shit out of the kobold, because that's always fun.
For the first time.
For the first
But
time.
not
Yep,
the
so
last.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that kobold fucking every other session. Just
it does
you
not
watch.
always get a hero point, but this time it does.
Nope, but the first time should. so that I do it again and again and again and again.
Ashe is so down. Just we should make a code word for chucking the kobold.
It has to be something other than fastball special because that one is taken.
yeah.
But
Curveball.
the
But
crocodile
yes.
pitch.
We will be back.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Croco pitch is good. All right, but we will be back in just about 10 minutes. Go ahead, get some water, stretch your legs, get some snacks, and we will join you again for the rest of this tale from the virtual tabletop. Be right back. Bye.
Please subscribe.